It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It is the NBA playoffs. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, we have.
Yes. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Checking out the Magic, one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference over the regular season. They know it's what they do now that will truly define their season. Game one of this series coming up. A lot of playoff experience here at this table. Shaq, what do you think is the most important thing to establish in the first game of a series?
Well, not literally, because I don't want anybody to get suspended, but you got to come out swinging, Ernie. You got to capture the momentum right now, and you got to come out the gate strong, feisty as always. But again, you got to come out swinging.
Ernie. Listen up. Everything's got to be sharper, stronger. Details, guys, details. Let's take care of the...
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Gordon. Evan Fournier's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Napier in for Elfrid Payton. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Lance Thomas comes in for Boozer. And Freak subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak in a two-guard. Anthony is out there with Lance Thomas. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's O'Quinn in at the 5. Here's Harris. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Harris has got 10 points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Back to Beverley. And a wide open look for Freak. New York, no good that time either. Orlando leading by 13. .146 left to play in the first. For three, Fournier. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
The shot's good from O'Quinn.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Now here's Beverley. D right on him. He had a nice open look right there. Freak's got himself on the board with 3 there. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Dishes to Harris. Fires for 3. And it's Freak with the rebound.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall. Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Napier. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Takes the 3. No good. So New York will take it the other way. Down low. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Freak. And that's now 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And Beverley kicks to Freak. Feeds it to Beverley. Passes it to Freak. Anthony in the corner. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And the lead's been shaved down with this last run, and now they're in a position maybe to tie it up.
Well, tie it up or take the lead, perhaps, huh?
And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry.
It's easy. It's basketball.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Yeah, just the way they've been able to pound that backcourt. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Orlando, Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Inside, it's Fry and Vucevic. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic ended up having a lot of troubles. He ended with 7 points and added 3 rebounds as well. He shot a very low percentage from the field, uncharacteristically low. We'll be curious to see how he responds here in this one, guys.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the loss.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
Oladipo outside. Back to Payton. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams were the best from the charity stripe in the regular season. The Knicks 4th.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, when you have numbers like this from the line, your coach is not only satisfied, but he's confident. Sure, there are some guys whose numbers help offset the weaker shooters, but overall, this is a solid team from the line.
Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now here's Freak, covered by Payton. On the wing, Williams. Outside, Thomas. New York moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Freak dishes to a Flalo. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And he gets it to go.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Freak, guarded closer. That's short off the rim. Magic leading by 3. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Biyombo is checked in for Lopez. And Carlos Boozer is subbed in for Marvin Williams. From 17 feet out, Boozer, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Oladipo, the pass to Payton. Fires, high post. Good, he hits the jump shot. Payton's got his 2nd basket of the game.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Boozer with the screen for Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Vucevic. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Orlando.
A lot of time they've been spending at the foul line so far, guys. They'll take those points all game long if they can get them.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. Shots good by Dedmon.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Anthony in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Freak. New York, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
1:49 left to play here in the second quarter. Anthony kicks to Freak. Harris against Anthony. Tries to snap the cold streak. The shot no good.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Shoots it up. Harris with it. Boozer picks him up. Harris missing again.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Anthony score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Napier kicks to Olynyk. It's tipped. Harris against Anthony. Harris, right side. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Harris has got 14 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Pass to Carmelo. On the wing of Flello. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Here's Napier. And the 3 off target. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Matt.
No Carmelo after this first.
And we're back to the action here in this one. So for the Magic, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Vucevic. Fry comes in for Harris. And Fournier subbed in for Oladipo. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Boozer. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Anthony. And Freak subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Marvin Williams is out there with Thomas. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Here's Thomas. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando leading by 9. Payton drives in. And they double up Payton. Aldrich kicks to Fournier. No good from Fry.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
The dish to Williams. No one near him. They get it back. Here's O'Quinn, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Aldrich. And it's Napier in for Payton. For 3, Fournier, and he gets it to go. Fournier's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Freak dishes to Williams. Beverly with the ball. Pass to Thomas. New York needs to get off a shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Oh, we've had some big guys in the NBA this season that were not afraid to let it fly from deep, and here were the best among them. You look at Fry, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Kelly Olynyk, a little bit down the ladder.
And the value